Yo, yo, Tony T back with a mega micro review session. Heavy on the Marvel. I got some good ones here. I enjoyed these. Heavy on the Wolverine. Let's start off with Battleworld. Starting off to be like your typical, Secret War type thing. Hopefully it's a little bit different, but as far as a review, they are from different time periods, the heroes. So the world is segmented out in different times, which, you get it's a multiversal type thing, which is cool. I dig it. I like getting these other versions of the heroes. And it seems like Hank Pym is going to be like a main character, this version of him. And they're making their intros, they're all from different times. I think they run into Sentinels too. So this force that has commandeered Earth and done all of this are actually figured out by, I believe, the Maestro. So you have that cat in the mix. It's a good mix of heroes, it really is. So a lot of this issue is just them figuring out what's going on. And you do have, this is an interesting Kushala, the Spirit Rider. So that's your Ghost Rider and Sorcerer Supreme. That's an interesting mix. So, everyone's getting together. They're like, what is up? And Bucky Barnes is pretty brutal here. Like, I mean, he takes out Baron Zemo. Like, when I say take out, he's done. He's not sleeping. So you get a little, you get a feel for these characters. And yeah, Korvac is your antagonist doing all this. And he goes into the whole, like, humans are just doomed and kind of that whole thing. You know what I mean? Nothing real unique. And yeah, he's just like, whoever comes out on top, I'll make everything cool for you. This is where you have a heel turn. And what I mean by that is the Mastro. He's like, nothing personal, but I think I'm going to win this. So I don't know. As far as a review, there's just not much to review, really. Just, it's kind of a setup issue. Nothing profound, nothing earth shattering. I mean, I'm talking like it's horrible. It's not horrible. It's just ho hum type. We've been here, we've done this. Hopefully it gets better. You are left at the end with Arcade getting into it. And I don't know if you're into the whole Secret Wars, Battleworld, all that. Like, of course you're going to like it, but I don't know. It was just kind of vanilla, but I'll probably stay on it. If I was on a budget though, I wouldn't. Nope. Like, the reason why I say that is some of these things are played out. Like, when I say played out, it's like I'm just sick of it. I'll give you an example. It's like Spider-Verse, Venomverse. It's just like, come up with something else. You know what I mean? Like, something original, and man, we'll get to that. This is what I'm talking about. Pop. This is what I'm excited about. Spider-Man, Wolverine. I was late to the party, but I'm in the door, and this is a second printing. I totally dig this artwork. Andrews, great stuff. I'm not, like, I really don't know who this writer is, but the writing is good. So I don't have issue 1. I'll go ahead and get that, but you can jump in this at any time, really. Like, they do a great job of catching you up if you need to be, but you are in the midst of Spider-Man. He saw a film where it looks like Logan kills his parents on a plane. Totally dig this. What a shot. So this is intense. This issue right here it's a pretty popular issue, and I wasn't sure why. Then when I read it, I was like, yeah, okay, I see why. The intensity is just ramped up. So they go at it. And Logan is trying to calm him down. And all Logan can really say is like, I'm not sure what I did back then. And that's really what this whole issue is about, is just pure anger, pure You did it. And it's almost like Spider-Man wants to believe he did it. Look at that shot. That's great. Yeah. And I mean, they do such a great job of, look at that, dislocated his jaw. This is pretty visceral. Like, boom, then you get the snick. When you see the snickety snick action, you're in trouble, son. I mean, look at that. His jaw is dislocated. So Berserker Rage, yeah. It's just this right here. This will go down as for me, it'll be an iconic battle between Wolverine and Spider-Man. It'll be one of those things where I think you can reference it. Like, when I say iconic, it'll be earmarked as, a great battle. And the artwork makes it as such. Oh, it's totally cool. I totally need to get the original issue. I guarantee you, since I'm late, like I'm gonna have to end up going on eBay and paying like $20 to get a cover A of issue 2, the first printing, 'cause I totally want it. We'll see though, man. I gotta be positive. I just did a review of, kind of off track, but of Ruins, the Marvel Ruins, and it was dark. Like, I'm trying to pull myself out of that, but back to this. This is totally great. I highly recommend it, man. If you're not reading it, you need to be, especially if you're a Spider-Man and or Wolverine fan. If you're into the history of Spider-Man's parents, they give you, you delve into that. Look at the reflective, like the homage to the cover. And it ends with such a just shunk. Yeah, man, you got to get on this. That's what I'm talking about. Now, see, like this doesn't hold up to that at all. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that Battleworld is vanilla. And then when I read something like that or just check it out, it just reinforces that. Oh, I'm totally going to get all the cover A's with this series. I don't know why I didn't jump on that. Like, I think I'm so desensitized to like these team up books where we just have so many of them. Sometimes it's hard, but issue 5, there was an intro. I think issue 3, you're introduced to this character, Dreadshadow, and you just don't know a whole lot, which I'm totally cool with. So, with this being issue 5, you have Peter Parker's sister has entered the fray, and a little bit's been happening. They're trying to break our heroes down mentally. And Dreadshadow mentions that they got his daughter killed. So there's a lot of mystery, which is a cool hook. Like, it keeps you going. And they make it look like this Dreadshadow character gets killed, but I don't believe that. I think we're going to see this guy again. Because you didn't get enough of him. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's more. You're just not going to, and it's a teleportation device that explodes and supposedly kills him. But I think it'll be one of those where the teleportation device actually worked. But yeah, man, he gets some snick action. Like, what's up with that? Like, is that like a weapon, or does she have claws? Like, I don't know enough about his sister. If you know, man, holler. Smarten your boy up. That's what it's all about. Yeah, she's pretty brutal. So you end like that. So obviously Dreadshadow was a SHIELD agent at one time. So you have some clues. He'll be back. Hopefully will be. I love it when new villains are introduced. You got to have them, man. You got to have these fresh takes. And then you are left with, you get the answer, spoiler. You see what really happened on the plane with Wolverine and his parents. Wolverine didn't do that. He was trying to save them. And it's a pretty heartfelt moment there. But at the end, the prologue is, you have the Sinister Six. They were brought together by Dreadshadow, and it's not over. So they're like, okay, well, we're together. Let's see this through. So you got more going on. I think you're going to see Dreadshadow pop up again in this series. Now, I don't know if this is ongoing or if it's just, I'll have to look and see, or smarten your boy up. You know, that's a big thing about the channel is I love hearing from other people. I love the sharing aspect of comic books. It's fantastic. Boom, another exciting one for me. Wolverine. I found this one. Comic book resources they'll give me some niblets online, especially when I'm at work and I open Edge. You know how it has all that stuff, but it gave me a peek into 10 villains that made their adamantium appearance. And Sabretooth was one, and these are real affordable. Glad to have them. For me, that's like a key. But as we start off this story, Wolverine is honor bound to marry, I believe that's Viper. Yeah, and these other Jubilee and them are not digging it. Artwork holds up. So it's just more of that, and then out of nowhere, boom, we got our guy. I love Sabretooth, man. He's a great villain, vicious. And just him like showing up at his birthday to take people out just shows you how evil he is. Sometimes these villains are defined by what they do, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty bad. So he's doing it now. He shows up. What a great shot. Love the use of negative space. I say negative space, but just, the black. Like, it's not very detailed, but it's very impactful. So, yeah, he shows up, and Kitty Pryde phases her before he gets in there. And Viper is really sick from the phasing or Sabretooth almost getting her. So you get a little clue there. And he heals. He notices that he's healing faster. So he got an upgrade. It never gets old, these two like fighting each other. So yeah, Wolverine, he has his bone claws now. So he's been stripped of his adamantium and he's still Wolverine. And Kitty, like, he thinks he's got him beat. And she's like, nah, she's yelling at him. Something's wrong. It's a trick. And what a great shot. I just love how feral he is. Man, he like cracks his bone. That reminds me of Wolverine Origins, the movie. If you remember that, where he like breaks his bones. Yeah. Oh, what a great shot. That's the cover of the next one. Cool deal. Slash. I just love how they, the action there. So I think it's a little bit more than just a typical Wolverine Sabretooth fight. It felt like a little bit like, he's got an upgrade. So there's something a little bit more there. Maybe it's setting up narration for some later issues. But 127, it gets deeper, folks. I'm the king of the world. So what we find out is that, and Kitty Pryde figures it out, that he has adamantium on himself now, which is really cool. And this issue got a little corny for me, where Wolverine's pretending to be these different heroes to throw these guys off their game. And it really kind of, I don't know, man. It really made this issue a little less important to me. Because that's the whole issue, really. There's not much to review, just Wolverine tricking people. And so Sabretooth has Kitty Pryde working with him, which is interesting. I don't like Sabretooth as somewhat of a good guy. I don't like that, man. They just need to leave him be. He's fine. So yeah, this issue kind of fell flat for your boy, but yeah, that's a good shot. I remember seeing that thinking, man, that'd be cool to draw. So he finds out that, they're working together, and like I said, it fell a little flat, but I'm glad I had the issue. Like, I totally love collecting things like that CBR recommends. It just makes the hobby a little bit funner, but yeah, man, if you're into Wolverine, let me know what you thought. Like, Do you have any like little keys you want to share? Like what's a little niche that you've gotten into that you're collecting? Let your boy know, man. That's what it's all about. It's fun. And get it